Just like pretty much every other Rust player, I woke up finding out my base was offline raided. But I still had my trusty boat. So I took it and went to get some loot on cargo. It was a pretty quiet cargo other than that one guy who showed up. So I decided to grab all my loot, take it onto my boat. This is where I spotted a base decaying on this lonely island right off the coast of Oil Rig. Let's go check it out. After seeing all the resources in that box, I decided, you know what, this wouldn't be the worst little island to live on. We have Oil Rig, we're right next to the deep sea, I have my boat already. So I'm thinking this might be the area I want to live in. Let's grab up all these beautiful starting resources. Let's get our building plan and our hammer made. And let's find a nice little spot to get our base down. This is a really cozy little island. Definitely the type of island I could probably wall off and take over. Alright, today's base design is by Rusty Logic. It's the same one we've kind of been using for a little while now. It's a great little solo base design. I'm probably going to switch it up here soon, but I'll leave the link to his video in the description below. And if you guys are enjoying the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps the channel grow. Whenever I'm upgrading a base of metal, I always try and pick a unique color to go with. Today, since we're living in the desert on our own island, I went with, I think it's like an orange color. I should probably let you guys know I was able to grab some deployables from a decaying base kind of right next to my raider base. So that's where I got all these boxes and doors and stuff. Plus we took cargo. and we did a loot farm run. So we're kind of chilling on loot to get our start on our island. That's why I'm kind of so prone to get this base up and built up right away, just in case someone sees it. The server I am playing on is prone for kind of groups like 3 to 4, and bigger groups coming in just raiding solos. So got to make sure your base is upgraded as quickly as you can. Let's take this satchel and see what's in this TC. Hopefully some goodies. That's actually not too bad. That's some low grade and some crude. Could use that for our boat. Plus I grabbed all the boxes and electric furnaces. My goal is to get 9 electric furnaces down, just pumping out all the ore since we live in the desert. We could just grab ore whenever we want. Okay, what I want to do also is get all of my loot rooms auto-sorted, because I'm terrible at auto-sorting. I always put just random loot in random boxes, so if I can get that done today, I'll be pretty happy with that. Man, I love having an organized base. I rarely ever do it because I normally just get offline. But today I had some energy and I felt like taking care of it. How about you guys? Do you guys enjoy having a fully sorted base? Alright, let's get started on upgrading the outside of our base. It's very rare that I come across this amount of resources this quickly. I can just get my base fully done right away. Okay, what I'm building here are all the little second floor loot rooms that will have armored windows on the front of them. If you guys didn't know, once you attach external TCs, The raiders are gonna have to blow through all the armored windows, all the doors to get the loot. So if they don't go through the external TCs, they're just gonna have to spend a lot of sulfur and boom to get to all your loot if you kind of stash it all over the place. That being said, these groups have a lot of time and no jobs. I've woken up with my external TC still attached, but all the doors and all the windows missing. I don't even want to know how many rockets and C4 the raiders spent. Alright, now we can get started on the second floor peaks. I'm gonna grab this tier 2 and some more loot from my boat. Never keep too much loot inside your boat. Let's get my core armored up since I have a lot of extra HQM I can use. This is all the loot I got from one single cargo run. It's pretty busted if you're able to get it as a solo. Alright, let's go down the tech tree, get all the stuff we need to get some electric furnaces down, and some auto turrets and wind turbines. I'm always putting raid alarms down, but I never set them up. Now that we got most of our second floor down, let's get our peaks on our third floor up and going. These little triangle overhangs that you put sheet doors on, and you can kind of just look down if any of the raiders are kind of hovering around the outside ring of your base. They come in handy during an online raid defense, or if you wake up for an offline. Now, when you're placing your wind turbine pod stations, make sure they're opposite squares of each other, just in case you don't want them draining energy from each other. Alright, let's get our windmills down and get some power added to the base, to the island. I'm an island boy. Alright, now that we have our power, let's get our trusty electric furnaces going. Alright, we got a lot done in 2 hours of gameplay. Base is looking beautiful, island's looking beautiful. I have plans of completely walling off the island. I'll see you guys for episode 2.